Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Ravens versus Texans NFL Divisional Playoff matchup on Saturday, January 20th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. The Ravens taking on the Texans. The Ravens had a bye in the wild card game because they were the number one seed in the AFC. It doesn't guarantee anything, but certainly the Chiefs, who have been the number one seed in recent years, have been to quite a few Super Bowls. So the Ravens hoping to follow in their tracks, but they don't just give out playoff wins. You got to earn them. And of course, even the Chiefs, who earned some of those berths, well, some of them, lost a couple of games along the way as well. So the Ravens looking to avoid that, if they at all possibly can. The Texans coming off just a beautiful game last week. I don't think they could have played any better than that. And we saw that from a lot of teams in that wild card round where they came out and they were just so prepared and so ready. And the Texans were just like that. I mean, they slaughtered the Cleveland Browns. They were 2-point home dogs in that game. 45-14. We could talk about C.J. Stroud and his development and how quickly he's come along and all that stuff. To beat a team 45-14, you got to be complete all the way around. And I tell you what, any good rookie quarterback that there's ever been, it always have a good defense and a decent running game, and the Texans certainly have both of those things. So while we can give Stroud a lot of credit, which he certainly has earned, I think his team deserves a lot of credit as well. Like I said, the Ravens didn't play last week, and they didn't really play the week before that either. They sat all their starters in that loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers, losing 17-10. Prior to that, they had beaten the Niners and the Dolphins and the Jaguars. Really close one, overtime against the Rams. But outside of that, well, they hadn't lost since all the way back to the beginning of November. So, they haven't really been tested all that much except for that Rams game either. So if they get involved in a tight game, exactly how they're going to react. Generally, we talk about the stats and the players and all that stuff. And of course, both these teams, I can just tell you without even, really looking too deep into it, they both play really good defense. And the Ravens offense is also really, really good at running the football. One of the top rushing teams in the NFL. The Texans, second best in yards per rush. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's, you would think comes down to throwing the football. But in this particular game, the winds are supposed to just be off the chart high. It's going to be very, very difficult to kick the football. It's going to be very, very difficult to throw the football, and it's going to all be about the ground game. I think, in this particular case, I think the under is about as safe a bet as it gets. And generally, I don't like to give out totals in these videos, but I just think this one is actually a solid play. I'll take the under in the Texans-Ravens game because of that big wind, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.